0800 141 2121. Text as well, 81333 SFK.
The Wayne Bavin Show. BBC Radio Suffolk.
Now, a very, 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 very welcome sound is returning to a Suffolk church this morning. I'm talking about the bells. They've arrived back at Stowmarket's parish church in May, following the completion of a huge restoration project. Big day today then, as they are being rung for the first time since they were removed back in June 2020. Can you remember when Big Ben bonged again after years of silence? This is even more exciting than that because it is local. Matt Marvel is at the church for us in Stowmarket to hear history in the making. Matt, good morning.
Good morning, Wayne. Yes, here I'm outside St Peter's and St Mary's Church. I'm looking up at the tower. Somewhere up there, there's some bells ready to be rung. So let's go into the church. So now kind of head into the church. You get a nice sound of kind of echoey sound that you do in a church. And then here in the corner of the vestibule, there's a very tight set of stairs that goes up. So this is quite awkward to get round. So let's do this. I'm squeezing. And it's like, imagine you're in a castle for a moment and you've got kind of the stairs that go around. It's a little bit like that. Feels very rickety, a little bit scary, but I'm heading up. I'm heading to I believe it's called the ringing chamber of all things. Got to mind my head, make sure I don't get knocked out. I'm squeezing through a trap door. I'm squeezing up there. Here I am. Oh, this might have been a step too far. I had to fast today. I've got a blood test later on, running out of energy. But in front of me, I've got Maureen Gardner. Good morning. You are coordinating of this restoration project that's been taking place.
Well, I've largely been raising the money and trying to get everybody else to do the rest of the work.
A lot of work and a lot of money has been needed.
Yes, indeed. Yes, it's been great and hard work and wonderful now that we're here.
Tell me about this then. So 3.5 years since these bells have last been heard ringing out across Stowmarket?
Yes, a month before the pandemic, we dismantled the bells or the fittings, and they went away a little bit later, and they only came back 6 weeks ago. It's been 3.5 years.
We're standing on the trap doors where the bells get kind of put up through, isn't it, and kind of hoisted into position.
Yes, we're both being very brave.
We are. I'm beginning to feel a little bit nervous. But look, you've got a lot of people standing around me. So how many people got here? How many people do you have to ring bells?
Well, there are 10 bells, and we've been training new people as well as galvanising the existing ones. And our friends come in to help us from other towers. So hopefully we will be ringing 10 bells for people to hear when we practice them and for services on Sunday. And, there'll be the opportunity in the future when we settle down for other people to learn if they'd like.
How do you train people to ring bells when you haven't got any bells to ring?
We go and borrow. It's amazing how generous people in other parishes are, lending us the use of their bells. So that's what we've been doing. We've been training for the last year in towers around Suffolk, particularly in Old Newton, but in Bacton as well. People have been tremendously good to us.
And how many of these bells have been replaced then? So you've got new bells or repaired bells? What's happened here?
Well, we started off with 8 bells, and we knew we were going to get 2 new ones. In fact, one of them was donated in memory of a good friend of bell ringers in Stowmarket. One of the bells had to be replaced. We knew that. It was poor quality. And then sadly, when they got the bells down and took them to the bell founder or bell hanger, they discovered another one. A really historic 1669 bell was so badly cracked we couldn't use it. So in total, that means we've got 4 new bells, all cast by the Royal Icebouts Foundry in the Netherlands.
And how much did that cost then?
Well, the new bells can't totally disentangle the cost, but when we had to go and buy a new one, it cost us another £8,000.
Okay, so big money. We are talking big money, but the community of Stowmarket came forward and stepped up.
Yes, and the lottery gave us 95,000. That made it possible. But the amount of support we got from local grant-giving bodies, from local councillors who supported us, from local organisations, it was wonderful. We didn't know Stowmarket cared so much about its bells.
So have we got a new bell ringer in our midst?
Two
new bells.
This is Ricky.
Hello, Ricky. Hello.
Hello there.
So this will be the first time that you've rung in your own church?
Yes.
Quite a moment, isn't it?
A little bit nervous, yeah.
Do you know which bell are you on?
I'm on number 6.
Number 6. I mean, is that a new bell? Is it an old bell?
It's an old bell.
It's an old bell. Can you give me a sneak peek of the bell? Can you give it one ring? Is that allowed?
Actually, I think that'd be a great idea.
Should we do that?
Ricky.
Go on, Ricky.
I can try and do one, but that might be more than that.
Okay, let's see what happens. So he's putting down on the big chord. Here we go. Here we go. Sounding good. Sounding good. Is that a lot of effort?
No, it's not. It looks effort. It looks like there's a lot of effort, but there's not.
Does it give you a bit of a workout though when you all kind of get going and play quite a complicated piece?
You do it for a period of time, yeah.
Okay. Let's talk to Michael, vicar of the parish. Hello, Michael. How are you?
Hello, how are you? I'm fine, thanks.
So this is a bit like a church without bells. It's not a church, is it?
Well, it's not been right for the last 3.5 years. We normally have bells welcoming people to worship. Stowmarket is known now for its distinctive spire. You can see it from every direction, from the A14, from the railway. And normally on a Sunday morning, you'll be able to hear it in all directions as well. So it has been very quiet, but I'm looking forward to this coming Sunday that we'll be having all the bells ringing to welcome people to worship at 10 o'clock.
It is a lovely sound, very traditional British sound, isn't it, hearing the bells ring on a Sunday morning?
Oh yes, and it's been happening here for 650 years, the oldest bell, 1450-ish, yes. Yeah, it's just fantastic sound.
A little bit of history. So we're going to hear the bells in a moment, and we'll play out with that, if you like. But the bells will be rung here this evening, I believe, Maureen, and onwards from there.
That's right. This is the very first time we've really had... Well, for start, we've been able to bring some of our learners in, and we're ringing to launch the new life of the bells. Tonight, they'll ring again, really, as well, somebody called it an MOT. It will check their technical performance, and hopefully we will get a significant grant from the Suffolk Guild of Bell Ringers when they've signed it off.
Okay, so what we're going to do now, I feel like a bit like introducing a band on a stage or something. Guys, take it away when you want, and basically we'll just stay with you for as long as Wayne wants to stay with us. So here, from Stowmarket, are the bell ringers.
Look two. Treble's going. She's gone.
Is there, walking through one of the Suffolk towns or villages, and you hear that sound, the bells are bonging, the bells are chiming, and the Stowmarket bells ringing once more after an absence of nearly 3 years. Mark Marvel at Stowmarket Parish Church for us this morning. Thank you.